This one website can clone your voice, dub your videos into more than 70 languages, generate sound effects from a text prompt, and narrate an entire audiobook. And most people are using maybe 10% of it. So today, everything you actually need to know about ElevenLabs. In 5 minutes, let's go. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've heard people talking about AI voices lately, the name that keeps coming up is ElevenLabs, and for good reason. It's gone from a simple text to speech tool to a full audio platform that creators, podcasters, and even businesses are building entire workflows around. But the dashboard can feel overwhelming the first time you open it. There are studios and models and credits and sliders everywhere. So I'm going to break it down into the 5 things that actually matter. What it does, voice cloning, the features hiding past the homepage, what it really costs, and the mistakes to avoid. By the end, you'll know more than most paying users. Point 1, the core feature, text-to-speech that doesn't sound like a robot. At its heart, ElevenLabs does one thing incredibly well. You type text, and it speaks it back in a voice that sounds genuinely human. Pauses, breaths, emphasis, all of it. 2 things you should know inside that. First, the voice library. There are thousands of community and professional voices you can browse. Narrators, conversational voices, characters. And you can save them to your own collection. You don't have to clone anything to get started. Second, the models. This trips people up. ElevenLabs has multiple speech models, and they're built for different jobs. The expressive flagship models are for emotional, long-form narration. Multilingual V2 is the reliable workhorse, and the Flash models are built for speed, when you need near-instant audio, like real-time applications. Here's the same sentence in the expressive model versus the fast one. Hear the difference in the delivery? Pick the model for the job, not just the default. Point 2. Voice cloning, instant versus professional. This is the headline feature, and there are 2 flavors. Knowing the difference saves you money. Instant voice cloning needs just 1 to 2 minutes of clean audio, and it builds your clone in seconds. It's great for short content. Intros, corrections, social clips. I made one in 5 minutes flat, and there's a full tutorial on that linked above. Professional voice cloning is the high-fidelity version. It wants a much longer, studio-quality recording, think 30 minutes of clean audio, and in return you get a clone that stays consistent across really long scripts. If you're narrating audiobooks or hour-long videos, this is the one. One rule that applies to both. You can only clone your own voice, or a voice you have explicit permission to clone. There's a consent checkbox, and it's not a suggestion. Point 3, the features hiding past the homepage. This is where most people leave value on the table, because ElevenLabs is way more than text-to-speech. Dubbing Studio takes a finished video and translates the speech into another language in a matching voice. Imagine your tutorial speaking Spanish or Hindi without you learning a word of either. VoiceOver Studio is a timeline editor where you can script dialogue between multiple speakers and layer in sound effects. Basically a mini audio production suite in the browser. Then there are sound effects. You literally type a prompt, like heavy wooden door creaking open, and it generates the sound. As someone who has spent 40 minutes scrolling free sound effect sites for a door creak, this feature is personal. And Studio handles long-form projects. It can even auto-generate a podcast from a document or a URL. Feed it a blog post, get a narrated episode. Wild. Point 4, what it actually costs. ElevenLabs runs on a credit system, and the simple version is this. Roughly 1 character of text equals 1 credit on the main model. The free plan gives you 10,000 credits a month to play with, but no voice cloning and no commercial rights, so nothing you monetize. The starter plan, at $5 a month, unlocks instant voice cloning and commercial use. That's the realistic entry point for creators. The creator plan, around $22, adds professional voice cloning and a much bigger credit pool. That's where most working creators land. For context, a script like this one is around 5,000 to 6,000 characters. So even on Starter's credit pool, you're generating multiple full videos a month. Just remember that regenerations count against your credits too, so don't spam that generate button. Point 5. Pro tips and the mistakes to avoid. 5 rapid fire lessons I learned the slightly annoying way. 1. Garbage in, garbage out. Clean source audio beats long source audio every time. 2. Learn the stability and similarity sliders. Stability high for steady tutorial reads, lower for emotion. 3. Generate the same line 2 or 3 times and keep the best take. Every generation is a little different. 4. Write for the ear. Spell out numbers, break up long sentences, and use punctuation to control pacing. And 5. The big one. Disclose AI audio in published content and never clone a voice that isn't yours to clone. Platforms are tightening rules on synthetic media, and the creators who are transparent now are the ones who'll be fine later. So that's ElevenLabs. Text-to-speech, 2 kinds of cloning, a whole hidden toolbox, $5 to start, and a handful of rules that keep you out of trouble. Now I want to hear from you. Which feature are you trying first? The cloning, the dubbing, or the sound effects? Tell me in the comments because your answer decides which deep dive tutorial I film next. And if you got value out of this, hit subscribe. I've already got the full voice cloning walkthrough on the channel, and the dubbing tutorial is coming next. Both will be right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.